Chubstep.
Jrad.
Creating the oil of judgment.
Steed. Chubstep.
Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the king of the jungle.
People keep asking if I'm back, and I haven't really had an answer. But now, yeah, I'm thinking I'm back.
No reason. I just like doing things like that.
Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this wall.
The show started. And welcome back. My apartment smells like fish. Stick around to the end to find out why. Okay, that's a little teaser to get people to stay tuned. Right there. Yeah, no kidding. Why does my apartment smell like fish? We're walking.
You know what? There's in the Brendan Fraser movie reviews, there's a part where he says something about like, why do I smell a fish? Something, along those lines, but I don't have just that. At one point I had just that soundbite separated out. Right now it's just part of the overall Brendan Fraser with music in the background and stuff, but I'll see if I can find it to put it on there.
Why do I smell a fish?
It's
Because
kind of
the people here at the end of the show. Why
Sure.
my apartment smells like fish.
Okay, good. Couple things. One is, so I went a couple places recently. One was went to Miami for a kind of bachelor party, and on the flight there was a guy sitting. There was two, it's kind of two rows of exit rows, and the guy is in the row in front of me in the exit row, kind of a young kid, maybe like, if I had to guess, like 16, 17 years old.
You got to be 18.
You have to be over 15.
What?
That's the rule. You have to be over 15.
15?
So the guy's sitting there and he's like, he's going through the whole explanation of, hey, the exit row, in the event of whatever, you have to open, whatever. He's giving the 10-second explanation of what this is.
Yeah.
Then he goes around and he's like, all right, I need a verbal consent, yes, for you to sit in the row. And the guy is like, because the kid's like, what? And the guy's like, I can't repeat it again. Just like, I'm not going to repeat it again. That means you weren't listening. Can you, consent to yes or no? Guy's like, I don't know. He literally like says this. It's just some like punk kid in his thing, and the guy's like, all right, you need to leave. Get out of your seat. and kicked him out of the moved him up like 4 rows.
Oh, that's great.
It was awesome to see. This guy's just like, I'm not dealing with this. I don't get it. He could have easily repeated it in like 10 seconds. Everybody else, like, he was very clear, like, do you consent to being in this thing? Like, he said it out loud more.
Yeah.
So that was fun.
That's like the guy I had that said no.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Like the guy you had that said no. I know. There's
Like,
two scenarios ever where
What's
those are the
going
best
on with
seats.
people?
Those are literally have more room. They
What's
have more
going
leg
on
room.
what's going on with people?
I don't know. They're just weird.
We gotta
Absolute
figure this
weirdos.
out.
Yeah.
We're gonna save them this
I-
episode. That's it.
Okay. Well, we're about to mix up a little bit. That was in Miami bachelor party. Did a lot of deep sea fishing. Caught a mahi Steed.
Yeah, I know you sent a picture, or you put a picture on your Instagram.
Yes.
You didn't
yeah.
send
and
it to me.
Yeah, and then a couple snappers. Good stuff.
Yeah, those are good fish. That was a nice money.
Yeah.
Like I told you, fastest growing fish.
Yeah. I know.
I know you know that, but I'm telling the listeners.
The first day was super nice, like nice weather and stuff, but we had only dead bait. We couldn't find live bait ahead of time, so like we still caught some stuff, but it was really nice weather. Second day we had good live bait, but the waves were so big the entire time.
So everyone's just puking.
It was just me and so my friend's part of the Freedom Boat Club. You just take out a boat whenever you want. So we just had this kind of center console boat. It was just me and him. Dr. Daniel.
He's getting married?
He's getting married in a month.
Damn, sorry, ladies. Sorry, look up his Instagram.
He's not even on social media.
Daniel is one of the most handsome guys, and he's a doctor.
That's true. He's not on social media.
Catch.
If people want to listen to the
locking that down.
His wife is also a doctor.
Oh my god!
Wow. But he has a good story. If people have not heard it, I've mentioned this a few times. Dr. Daniel was on talking about the orgy that happened at his parents' house when he was growing up. They
Yeah.
Airbnb'd it out one time. That's a previous episode. You can look that up. Anyway, the second day we go out there, and the waves like kind of started off bad, but we're like, we gotta get out. We only have one more day of this. We're gonna go.
Yeah.
And it was like, I would say minimum 4 feet the entire time. And then started getting a little bigger at the end. And at one point, we're the only boats out there fishing. And then you're like, okay, now I know nobody else is out here.
Yeah, some mariners seem to know what's going on.
But there was one time that I got pulled, like something so big pulled my reel that I almost felt like my foot literally slipped out and I almost fell out of the boat.
Yeah, probably a shark.
It was most likely a shark. But it was, we were just in the middle of conversation. There's a pull, like literally
You're like,
get pulled so
shit.
much. I was like, oh God.
I'm going overboard.
Yeah. But anyway, good stuff. One other good story. This was a guy that I saw that was one of the most stereotypical things I'd ever seen.
Okay.
This guy, I'm in the gas station, I'm getting some ice, and this guy in front of me, he's wearing a Dennis Rodman jersey. And this guy's, probably around our age. I would say maybe mid-30s-ish. Dennis Rodman jersey, backwards hat, and he's purchasing two things. He's got a 6-pack of Miller Lite in bottles, and then a Monster Energy drink. And I'm just like, this guy is just like the most.
Yeah, don't give a fuck.
This guy's just like, he's just like, I feel like in my mind I could predict his whole life, and everything he was planning on doing that day. He's just like the most stereotypical guy I'd ever seen.
Not a secret what he's doing.
Oh, no. Probably I didn't see him get into his car, but I'm assuming he gets in his car, he's blasting a Limp Bizkit driving off.
And he's serious.
Yeah.
All right. I'm probably more immature than you, but at least I have a bigger willy.
Yeah, bigger than a mouse's.
What the hell was that?
I said your willy's bigger than a mouse.
I heard what you said, but it took you like 8 seconds. You can't come back with a comeback after 8 seconds. You got 3 seconds, 5, tops. I mean, that's why they call it a quip, not a slope.
So I have a balcony that overlooks the fine city of Vancouver, Washington.
Yeah.
And there's a construction job. Big deal. Across the street.
Sure.
They're building another apartment building to try and block my view of the river. So I'm going to move. I'm going to move in front of their apartment building to a building that's blocking their part of the river, but that comes next year.
Okay, good. You're going to slowly keep creeping up until you're right, on the water.
Yeah, but they put in a light because there's so many goddamn homeless people out here. So they put a gigantic LED, the brightest light you've ever seen. Can't look out the window without being blinded.
Oh, no.
To overwatch their construction site at night. So it is, I'm looking at, oh wait, did they turn it off? Hang on. Oh my God. Oh, nope, it's still on. Okay. I was just at an angle.
Sure.
It's still on. I'm going to go over there and I'm going to bust some skulls. Call me a Karen. Call me a Karen if you want. I'm going to be the biggest Karen in Portland, Oregon, which is something. I'm going over there.
You're just going to get played at construction thing until they turn off the light?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I have the perfect thing to do if they refuse.
What's that?
I'm going to get a laser pointer. And I'm going to shine it in people's eyeballs.
Good idea. In the construction guy's eyeballs?
Yeah, because here's the thing. They're shining a light at me. So I'm just going to shine a bigger light at them.
I love that. And
what's the crime?
Banks,
what's the crime?
There's, no crime. No crime here. Big Money Banks, what used to be a big laser pointer guy. I remember he had ones that were powerful enough to pop balloons.
Wow. See, any one of those.
Yeah.
I want to burn their skin.
Exactly. Burn their skin, even though it's probably different people that
this is going to be used against me in court.
Or set that up. That's fine. That's fine. I mean, you got to go to court you got to fight for what you believe in, dude, so.
Because, all right, I figured if I just go over there and smash it, then they would
replace it.
know. They'd be like, all right, we have you on camera just walking across the street. And then also, we have you on camera hanging your dick in your balcony off your balcony. Because that's what I do sometimes. But I did just buy a nice, I brought AstroTurf. Like I brought turf.
Oh, good.
Like fake grass for my balcony.
Yeah, I know what AstroTurf is, yeah.
Yeah, but some people might not. I don't know.
I think everybody knows what AstroTurf is.
Yeah, but I don't know why it's called AstroTurf. I don't think people call it AstroTurf anymore. I think that's dating us.
Yeah, I think it is. I think you're
like
right about
AstroTurf was, people were like, it's a space age, or we're in the future now, and we're like, hell yeah, AstroTurf. But now it's just turf.
Oh, I was wondering if it had to do with some of this. The brand name derived from the Houston Astrodome.
Oh wow!
It was the first professional sports stadium to install the synthetic surface in 1966.
There you go.
So
You're
yes,
learning.
it is a dated reference.
It is a very dated reference. That's why everyone calls it Well,
because now
I call it AstroTurf.
Now the Astrodome they're like tearing down because it's full of asbestos, if I remember right. Either they have torn it down or they're working on tearing it down.
Good thing we got over there last year.
Yeah.
To see the Buffalo Bills lose the Houston Texans.
I think we were right next to it. I can't remember if they tore it down or not. Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know. Whatever.
Who cares? It's Houston. Houston sucks.
Yeah.
They don't even have the Alamo.
No.
Okay. Well, that's
sorry.
me. So if I do get arrested, it'll probably only be for like a few days. So I should not miss any time for Chubstep.
There you go. Thank you, Steve.
There you go.
Okay, well, speaking of construction, it actually ties into my first Daredevil.
Okay, I think I know why.
Which is the
Wait. Oh, we got to tell the people, Jay.
Yeah, well, I'm saying that's what we're getting to. We're talking about Daredevils.
Yeah, we're talking Daredevils.
Yeah, that's the topic of the show. I mean, they know the topic of the show because it'll be literally the name of the episode.
Yeah, but some people binge them. So they go one episode straight to the next.
You're not even
They're
looking,
like on a 12-hour car ride, only listening to Chubstep. Their girlfriend's smashing their head against the window glass, like trying to get out of the car.
They got the locks broken on the passenger seat, so they can't get out. The windows are in child lock. It's a kidnapping. I mean, this is a kidnapping. We know what this is.
Guess what? It's one more listener to Chubstep Podcast, so we appreciate you. Do it. I'm telling everyone, do that.
Here's what my problem with that is. You've got two people in the car and only one download per episode.
That's a good point. All right, steal another car.
Steal another car, download again, or have her listen to it on her headphones, Let her go.
You can figure something out where, like,
yeah,
you have some type of shot collar on her. And I don't know, maybe you shock her if she's not playing Chubstep as loud as she can.
This is still a girlfriend?
With the windows down. What?
This is still a girlfriend?
Who cares?
Okay.
It could be anybody. Girlfriend, boyfriend, hitchhiker. Like murdering hitchhikers fell out of fashion. It used to be cool. We want to bring it
fell out of fashion. See, I think murdering fell out of fashion. I think for probably good reason.
I don't think murdering fell out of fashion.
Do you think it's cool to murder?
I don't know. Look at Luigi Maglione.
Yeah, I don't.
That guy's pretty cool.
I got a problem with I think with the popularity that a murderer got, but
yeah, you know what? I agree.
Okay,
but we're having fun here.
Yeah, we're having fun here. We're having fun here. Okay. Speaking of Daredevils, here we go. My first guy. This is the first known Daredevil that I could find.
Okay. What year?
1797.
Okay, you are ahead of me.
You got one further back?
No. I mean, you're behind in time. You're further away.
Okay,
I don't know.
Here's we go.
Okay.
André Jacques Gagnon.
What a name.
1797
Poland,
in
right?
France.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay. So this guy goes in a hot air balloon.
Okay.
And does a little something nobody's expecting. Basically gets rid of the hot air balloon and says, I'm going to parachute down.
How does he get rid of the hot air balloon?
I'll show you what the picture looks like.
It's like he just says, screw it. Screw this hot air balloon.
Keep in mind, this is, people have to look at the YouTube to see this. It looks like he just cut the ropes.
Wait. Oh my God. What the hell? Oh, what the hell?
So he was basically in a hot air balloon disconnected the ropes and was like, I'm just going to try parachuting down
with a basket.
with the basket.
Okay,
with
so the
French
picture
flag.
I'm seeing is there was a hot air balloon. He disconnected ropes that held onto the balloon section. Basket's still there. There was a hidden parachute the whole time underneath it.
Yeah.
So the parachute stayed in.
Yeah.
But the balloon zone is now floating to the ground, probably killing villagers.
The balloon section coming down, probably was not great. So anyway, this 3,200 feet in the air. And he comes down and it ends up working out. He comes
survived.
down,
Wow.
survives this, and becomes famous for basically inventing. They gave him the invention of the parachute.
Oh my God.
And
like, your idea was horrible, but we could work with this.
Yeah.
Let us go to the right.
I mean, just so you think about this, it's like, okay, who's the first person to try doing a parachute?
Well, I think the actual first person
died for sure. This is the first guy that successfully did it, and they're like, oh, this works. All right, fine, you invented it. It works.
The first guy wasn't using like math and engineering. He had a hunch.
Yeah, the modern world's first parachute jump. So anyway, this guy, Andre Jacques, he invented the 1797, but came to crazy. Here's the crazy thing. Here's the tie to construction. Ready for this, dude?
Yeah.
1823. So this is 30 years later. Age of 54. So this is a guy that, Daredevil, all these sort of things, walking around a construction site of a new balloon. He's actually building a new balloon. A falling beam kills him instantly.
What do you need beams on a balloon job?
Just construction site. I don't know where beams are coming from. Who knows? Some of those hot air balloons were, depending on the size of them, I guess, especially 1800s when you're getting that.
Yeah, I didn't know.
You're getting the big, like Zeppelin, maybe size ones. I don't know.
Oh yeah,
but
I guess you need them upright.
It's just crazy that like this guy who was a constant daredevil, in his own right, dies from like a freak accident, like a beam falling. Not falling out, not being the first person to fall out of the air at 3,200 feet and survive.
Wow.
But actually just a beam that kills him. So one of the earlier Daredevils that I could find.
Wow. R.I.P. Okay. So I think my earliest, I got two fairly early ones, but I got a two-parter here.
Okay.
And this is my favorite type of Daredevil.
Yeah.
And this is going over the Niagara Falls in a barrel.
Yes, good. Good. I have one of these.
It is the dumbest thing I have ever heard of, but it is so funny, and I want to do it.
Yes.
It's like the ultimate Bill's Mafia jumping through a table. We're gonna jump through the Niagara Falls.
Niagara Falls with a white folding table at the base.
Exactly. Okay, so the first person to go over the falls and survive, his name was Carlisle Graham. He was inspired because he knew this, or he saw this other guy try and go over the falls and die.
Yeah.
And he's like, I'm gonna carry on this guy's legacy. I gotta go over the falls. He saw him as a kid. So he gets his barrel, goes into the rapids, gets kicked out of the rapids, goes down the river, goes over the falls, survives the falls somehow. He's too weak to open the thing. So people have to help him. So he was in there for 50 minutes in this barrel, which is crazy that it was leaked or whatever. And he comes out and they said they could not understand anything he was saying because he was so badly concussed, I guess.
Oh my God.
He was just smashed up. Other than that, he was okay, which was impressive. He was, had some skinned knees, skinned arms, bruised knees. The head was bad, so he must have flipped upside down and just landed straight on his head. Was that his first time? Yeah, that was his first time. He did do it again. He went over the same falls again. And this time he was, I guess, okay. And then
he liked it so much that he wanted to do it again?
Yeah, well, he was kind of doing it for money.
Yeah, that's fair.
Which, everybody that went over, they go over. So I think somebody said they give him $200. He takes his freaking barrel off as he gets to the bottom, and some freak wave hit him in the ear. And it made him deaf in that ear.
From a wave. Yeah.
From a wave.
Oh, God.
From a wave. Yeah, and then they offered him to go over the Horseshoe Falls, which I guess is like the bigger falls there because there's like 2 falls. He said no.
Oh, wow.
So they started looking for a man that could get over the falls, the big falls, and survive. And guess what they found instead?
A woman.
They found a woman. Not a daredevil by trade. This woman's name, Addie Edson Taylor.
Yep.
And she was just an American school teacher who was 63 years old.
Yeah. So, yeah, I have this one too.
You found her?
Yeah.
63 years old. I don't. Do you know why she needed the money? Oh, wait.
I mean, school teachers.
Sorry. She invested money with a clergyman. He screwed her over.
Oh, yeah. Classic.
And she ran out of money.
That'll happen.
God, that sucks. So then she's like, you know what? Screw it. I'm going over the Niagara Falls.
Yeah.
They had some
tale as old as time.
They what?
A tale as old as time.
Tale as old as time. So she's like, I'm not going to go over the falls unless you put a cat in a barrel. So,
yes. Yeah, the cat thing is weird.
What are the people? What are the people of 1901-ish? Let's see, 1901. What do? They put a goddamn cat in a barrel.
Yeah.
Send it over the falls. That is, I cannot believe that's animal cruelty.
Yeah, PETA's not having that now.
You know what? I'll side with PETA on this one. That is horrific.
Yeah, I agree with that. I'm not okay with that.
Yeah. So they send the cat over, and they find the cat, and it's like bleeding, and it did survive. And then Taylor, the school teacher, posed with some photos of this cat. Because people in 1901 just were nuts.
Yeah.
Then I guess 2 days later, she's like, screw it, I can do this if a stupid cat can do it. Goes down, takes the plunge. Let's see, how much money did she make? Do you know how much money she made?
No.
Oh, it probably was not that much money. Yeah. So she survived. And then she died just broke.
I would sooner walk up the mouth of a cannon knowing it was going to blow me to pieces than make another trip over the falls. That was a quote she had.
Apparently it's not the most fun experience in the world. Like the first guy whose like life's dream was going up the falls. He did it. And he's like, no, I'm not even doing the big falls.
Yeah.
He was done.
170 feet.
170 feet. And I think there's like rocks at the bottom.
Yeah. I don't think it's a clean 170.
I have a list of people that have done the falls. Most of them are just accidents.
Oh no.
I mean, most of them are a lot of people taking their own lives, unfortunately.
Yeah.
There's been like 5,000 bodies taken out of the falls.
Oh my God.
Since they like started recording. But some people are like, I can do this. One guy was a Major League Baseball Hall of Famer, and he died.
Was it on purpose or on accident?
Oh yeah, he was doing the stunt.
Oh God.
One guy in 1928, he survived. He went in not a barrel but a large ball with some type of spring steel frame and rubber covering, which is impressive. He survived.
Yeah.
Another barrel guy died. What was his name? His name was George Stathakis in 1930. Might have got his name wrong. He went over. He brought his pet turtle in with him. So another weird animal cruelty thing. It's just like, hey, you know what? If I'm going, like, goddamn turtle will help me out. They'll be able to breathe air into my lungs.
Yeah.
Not how turtles work.
Nope.
Both dead.
Yep.
Oh, no, sorry. Turtle survived.
Oh, turtle survived. Oh, good.
Turtle survived.
It's got to show.
It was said to be over 150 years.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and then, I mean, there's a ton of just honestly hilarious instances of people trying to go over the falls and dying. It's ridiculous.
It's
if you die doing something like that, we're allowed to laugh at you.
Yeah, I agree. If it's on purpose, yeah. It is something I thought about all the time for some reason. Like jumping over the Niagara Falls is like, for some reason, as a kid, something I thought about quite a bit. Like what I would build to survive it and stuff.
I thought about that too.
I don't know why. It's fascination.
Obviously an inflatable thing comes.
Yeah, mine was always this kind of spring thing that you were talking about, like the guy with the ball. I like a
guy with the
thing
ball,
with a bunch of bungee
so
cords. I was like, I have something with something else around me with bungee cords in between. That was my kind of idea. I'm not going to do it though. I will talk about somebody else who used to like go over Fall Steed. Sam Patch. You know about Sam Patch?
No.
So Sam Patch, this is early 1800s, 1829 here, 1827, that kind of stuff. Those kind of years, 1820s. The Wonderful Leaps of Sam Patch. So one of his first
leaps.
I'll show you one of his first jumps here. This was a 80-foot cliff.
Okay.
In Passaic Falls, Patterson, New Jersey.
How do you get people out
there? My guess is people are just already out there. He probably didn't have a ton of, viewers.
Okay.
Then he goes to the High Falls in Rochester, New York.
Hell yeah.
Jumps off those. I think they were a little bit higher up.
I could jump off those.
Than that. It doesn't look so bad, but it's really hard to tell in perspective here. It was enough that, he was getting some fame from doing it.
That's pretty high.
Yes. Actually, this part, there's 8,000 spectators.
Wow.
It's actually a pretty good number.
Yeah, well, if I was like a local teenager, I am jumping off.
Sure.
I'm going, hey, what's the big fuss about this guy? Because I'm from New York, but not New York City.
Yes, exactly.
So I kind of have the accent. And then I'm just jumping off to maybe front flip it.
So basically what happened is then he did another, like a couple years later, he does another one that's off a 125-foot platform into this river.
Wow.
And he landed awkwardly, ended up getting sucked, under the water. People didn't find him. His body was discovered 4 months later.
Dang.
So did not end good for Sam Patch, but he is known as the first American Daredevil.
Oh.
Like the first American celebrity who's a Daredevil. President Andrew Jackson was not known to be a great president. He named his prize horse Sam Patch.
That is.
So
and
after,
Jackson was known to be a great president.
Just he was known to be a great
not a great guy.
Oh, okay. Fair. I don't know. I'd have to make it look
like technically as a president, he did a good job.
Well,
as like a being a decent guy, as being a decent guy, he did not do it.
I thought he was maybe we had to go in a little more deep dive. Andrew Jackson.
It was a different time, Jared.
He is the one on the $20 bill, isn't he? Yeah.
Yeah, and that's for a reason. Are you going to judge my next guy, one of the famous barnstormer, Lindberg, or supporting Hitler openly? Are you going to judge him?
Oh, is that you're going to the? Is that who you're going to next?
I mean, that's a good segue.
Yeah, it is a good.
Bing
segue.
bong.
Okay, so I'm going straight in. Bing bong.
Charles Lindberg.
Charles Lindberg. You know about Charles Lindberg, probably.
Yes. Yeah, he definitely was a not a great guy.
Yeah, but he made up for it. I'll get to that.
Okay.
So I didn't know that. I didn't know anything about Charles. I heard it. Freaking baby got stolen.
Yeah. Hostage situation. Somebody stole his baby.
Yeah, somebody stole his baby. I'll start with Charles Lindbergh. So he was honestly just some dickhead who knew how to fly a plane.
Yeah.
My brother does that. He's not famous.
Not yet. Not yet.
He was the first person to fly across the Atlantic Ocean nonstop. First, he did like some bitch ass flight where he did like 3 stops or something. Then he made the solo flight from, I believe, New York to Paris, and some rich guy who just liked airplanes gave him $25,000, which was the equivalent of like a lot of money.
Yeah.
And they had to design this whole airplane, crazy airplane. Like, I guess he couldn't see. He had to use like a periscope. Because like fuel tanks were blocking the.
Oh my God.
because they needed so much fuel and they just did not
Wow.
have planes designed for like fuel. So
Crazy.
they had to like shove fuel tanks everywhere. Not that impressive now, but people back in the day, they were pumped. They were like, "This is absolutely ridiculous." He gains a ton of like worldwide fame. Whatever.
The Spirit of St. Louis. That was the name of this plane.
Spirit of St. Louis. So I like how we shoved that in, Europe's face. And then he flew around the Eiffel Tower a few times when he got to Paris.
Nice.
So, I guess he could see.
Yeah.
He didn't need the periscope. Then he gets famous. He does like touring. He writes a book. He's got all this money. Next thing you know, some guy comes in and steals his baby.
Yeah.
And at this point, he's like the Taylor Swift of America, essentially, because they didn't have celebrities back then.
Yeah.
Some guy steals his baby, makes him give him like the equivalent of millions of dollars. Turns out the baby wasn't even alive.
Yeah.
Anymore, sadly. And then Lindberg's like, you know what? Screw it. I'm supporting Hitler. So he starts supporting Hitler. But then I guess Hitler went a little too far. Or I think when Japan attacked Pearl Harbor, that's when he was like, all right, enough's enough. I'm Charles Lindbergh. Spirit of the St. Louis is in my blood. And he went to fight against the Axis powers. For America, you went on to fly planes. But he only did that in the Pacific. So,
okay.
Yeah, maybe he wasn't the best guy. Because if he was trying to make amends, he would have went to Europe.
True. You don't always have a choice. First of all, you don't always have a choice where you go. He probably did give a choice.
He didn't join the Army again. Or the Navy or the Air Force. Whatever.
Yeah.
He did not. He was technically still like a civilian.
I see. They're like, you're famous, you can just do whatever you want. Yeah.
Yeah, he was flying but he did fly a bunch of missions, a bunch of combat missions.
Yeah.
So it's impressive, but I don't know about this guy. I'm giving him the official, I don't know about this guy rating.
Yeah, this would
Something's up
be
with this guy.
Yeah, I would say mixed bag here. Mixed bag. Good way to describe him.
But goddamn, could he fly in it?
That's true. Next guy, you got another bing bong here to another flight here, Steed, and a Tanzania story.
No way.
The infection causes immediate respiratory failure, and scientists claim that mutations are now transmitted.
You know what Fugazi is?
Fugazi, it's fake.
Yeah, Fugazi, it's a wazi, it's a woozy, it's a fairy dust.
What are you, from Tanzania?
Yes, I am.
Naziz Peter Makunda, 1977.
Naziz Peter, no.
It's a little bit confusing of a story, so I'll give you kind of the Cliff Notes version from what I understand. There was some controversy going on between a couple different East African countries in this 1977, one of them being Tanzania, of course.
Mm-hmm.
And essentially, he basically stole a plane from Kenya for Tanzania in the 70s, and said he was just taxiing with it, and then ended up just just taking it and leaving. And then
what kind of plane?
It was originally a commercial plane at the time, but it was in the 70s. So I think he stole this thing. So
Tanzania's gonna love this.
He ends up getting I don't know what they called it, the golden something here. They
gave him a freaking medal.
The golden handshake. He was honored with the golden handshake.
Tanzania and Kenya just hate each other.
Yeah, it was worse before. I don't think it's as bad now. And he got 10 million shillings, and this kind of golden handshake award from Magufuli before he died.
Yeah, Magufuli.
This is Daredevil, kind of a political Daredevil.
That's amazing.
Yes.
I can't believe that. I'd be so scared flying that plane. Like, oh shit, they're gonna come after me.
Yeah, that's literally. He's like, it could have been shot down. All the stuff. He ends up. They don't end up doing anything. But
and then
it was
comes
a big
to Tanzania
risk.
and he's like, "Hey, I'm requesting landing clearance." They're like, "Who are you, guy?" Why do you have a big Kenyan flag on your plane? We're shooting you down.
And he's like, I'm back.
Check this out.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love how Magafuli's like, what a national hero.
Yeah. Stole the
It's
plane for
hilarious.
us. I know. That's classic. Classic
Oh,
Magafuli.
man.
All right. So there's some Tanzania stuff. You got another one here, Steve?
That's good Tanzania stuff. Yeah, I'm going to bing bong this one
Bing
by
bong.
saying Tanzania has the second highest waterfall in the world.
Ooh.
I don't know if that's true. But I do know where the first highest waterfall is, which I think now is disputed.
Okay.
Angel Falls.
Oh, yeah. That's an awesome.
Yeah, Angel Falls in Venezuela, who I think we're mad at right now. We're fighting Venezuela?
I
or
don't
something?
know.
I don't know. Who cares? Anyways, Angel Falls in Venezuela is actually named. Oh, this is a suck at Venezuela because maybe we are fighting them. This one, suck at Venezuela. Angel Falls, Venezuela, is named after an American aviator, James Jimmy Crawford Angel.
Jimmy Crawford. Yep.
James Jimmy Crawford Angel. He was born in 1899, son of Glenn Davis Angel and Margaret Bell Marshall Angel. The woman's name was Marshall.
Interesting.
Yeah, his grandfather's name was also James Edward Angel. So they called him Crawford. Which is kind of rude. Like, don't give me a name and then just call me a different
Yeah,
name.
I don't really understand that. You don't have to name me after him if you're going to call me something else. But yeah.
Yeah, it's rude.
Yeah.
So he's looking for gold in Venezuela in 1933.
Yeah.
And then he finds the falls. And he's like, holy shit, that's awesome. So then he is like, it tells people about it. 5 years later, he's like, we got to go back and see this. 5 years. That's only, I mean, that's a ridiculous amount of time.
Yeah.
So he brings a bunch of people. He's got his second wife on board, and his gardener. I don't know if this was a research exercise. I think he was just like, this is cool as hell. So he tries to land the plane, lands it. Uh-oh, soft ground, nosedives, plane's broke. Can't take back off. They have to hike for 11 days to get to like some freaking village or something.
Yeah.
They have like no food. They're about to die. They find a village.
God.
And then like because of that exploit, I don't know, that adventure, people are like, he survived. It's amazing. It's a crazy story. Then people are like, oh man, we got to go check this place out. So that it gained a lot of like scientific and research places to that part of Venezuela. So he was a barnstormer. He was like another pilot guy. I just thought it was cool. The whatever that I found that little fun snippet about how Angel Falls, tallest waterfall in the world, was
named after a guy who was just kind of being dumb.
After an American.
Survived.
This is my own brand. Tres comas. You know what that means in Spanish?
3 commas?
Nope. 3 commas.
Take you back to 2003.
Whoa.
2003, 20-something years ago. And there was a little movie that came out.
2000.
Kind of a superhero movie. Movie's called Daredevil, Steve.
Yeah,
Daredevil.
I know. I knew this was coming.
This is coming. You know who's starring, Steve?
Yes.
Ben Affleck.
It is?
Ben Affleck is the main actor.
Daredevil in Daredevil?
He is Daredevil in Daredevil 2003.
The one with the red suit?
Yes, look it up.
I'm looking up a picture. I had no idea that was Ben Affleck. Daredevil, Ben Affleck. Because I saw that movie. I don't think I thought it was very good.
I don't.
Oh my god!
I don't remember thinking it was very good either. But
I
obviously,
didn't know that was Ben Affleck.
There's Ben Affleck tied to Daredevils. All right, I'm gonna do another one here. I'm gonna do one more, and then I'll do some high honorable mentions here. Here's a super modern one, Steed. This is a Wu Yangning. Do you know about Wu Yangning from China?
Oh yeah, no.
Okay, so Wu, I'm going to show a little video here. These are the kind of videos that just like make you sick watching this. So this is the kind of stuff this person would do.
Oh god.
Just like he would go up on top of skyscrapers, or this time
That's a
he's like
big
literally on a
bridge.
bridge holding like
Yeah, selfie stick.
a selfie stick, or he's just on this. I mean, this kind of stuff just is insane. Like he's hanging on to like the side of a building and doing a lot of selfie stick stuff, a lot of like end of a antenna on top of a
End of a
skyscraper looking
crane.
down. I mean, obviously no fear of heights. And then
Oh
he
yeah,
would
just
like
hanging
stand
off
off
the
the
side.
edge. Oh my God, pull his pants down at the side of dangle it. This is like the stuff my cousin Trent would do. Um, yeah, and then just do pull-ups on the side of a building, that kind of stuff.
Wow.
It's very hard to watch this and not like feel a certain way in your stomach. That he's
I
just
think I've seen a
running.
video of a guy doing something like that.
Okay, so that's actually where this ends up. So this
Okay,
guy,
there we go. Oh,
yeah,
was
so
it this guy?
Yeah, this is this guy.
Oh
So,
no.
this guy ends up. This is actually, this is one of those ones you're like, God, what are you doing? Why are you doing this kind of stuff? And of course, I mean, he was successful for a long time. Had a huge following, that kind of stuff. But yeah, eventually he did end up. He was doing pull-ups on the side of a 62-story building. Ended up falling to his death.
You gotta train the upper body if you're doing stuff like
I mean, the reality is, it doesn't matter how strong you are. I mean, all of a sudden you could do something. Think of like random things that can happen in your body, like random twitches that happen, or random like something cramps up randomly. I mean, it really could have nothing to do with your strength. But it's
it
really
happened
sad.
to
Like,
Lamar Jackson late in the fourth quarter of the Bills game in week 1, causing
Yeah.
them not to go for it on 4th down, leading to a punt, leading to the Bills coming back in the game.
Exactly. So this is the kind of stuff you like. There's all the guys that do parkour out these crazy buildings, that kind of stuff. It's insane. But like I said, a lot of these guys, most of these Daredevils, the stories don't end well. Like, there's only so much you can. It's all the death-defying stunts, or they always call it death-defying. It's death-defying until they actually die. Then they're not defying death anymore. So it's not, not great.
Well, I can't say that they know my brother. What a tie.
Yeah, I feel like you can't talk about Daredevils without talking about Evel Knievel.
No, Evel Knievel is just the best. Inspired a generation, really, to go out there and.
I'll play some videos of him while you're doing this.
Yeah, he inspired a generation to just jump off of things.
Watch this video. Just lands and just
wipes out. Yeah, they did not have like shocks on the motorcycles he was using. He was essentially flying through the air and landing on metal.
Yeah, it's literally like just taking a Harley and just.
Oh yeah, Caesar's Palace jump. I mean, just broke so many bones. And now you'd see that jump and be like, that wasn't that cool. But Evel Knievel, like, you see, the bike does not move when it lands. There's no like shock absorption. He just bounces his body off.
He's the shock. He's the shock absorption. He takes all of it.
Yeah, all that momentum just smashes into his body. Oh my god. So yeah, Evel Knievel. He's a Montana man. He was born in, I don't know, some shithole in Montana.
Yeah.
There's some funny stuff to how he, in the time to, get up to riding the motorbikes. So he used to work in the copper mines after he quit high school. He was a sophomore in high school. Went to work in the copper mine. They kind of promoted him. They're like, all right, you can drive this earth. He's getting the early vehicles under his belt.
Sure.
I don't know if this is a legend, but this is what multiple sources found this. He's driving this earth mover, does some type of wheelie with the earth mover.
Yeah.
I guess he nailed the wheelie, but then he drove into Butte City, the city's main power line, and knocked out the electricity in the city, so he gets fired from his copper job.
It's
so he's at this point he's just kind of a ruffian bouncing around. He goes to jail for reckless driving in 1956. He's in jail, and there's a guy named William Knievel, and the cops were calling him Awful Knievel. And then they're like, "Oh, your name's whatever, Evel Knievel." That's what they started calling him. So that's where the name Evel Knievel came from. So then he started getting into like rodeos and ski jumping events. He's just a thrill chaser.
Yeah.
Joins the army. Guess what? He's on the pole vault team because he loves jumping over stuff.
Yeah, makes sense.
Comes back to Butte, marries his first wife, and then guess what he does? He starts a semi-pro hockey team. It starts his hockey team, and he's playing on this hockey team.
Yeah.
Did not know Evel Knievel was a hockey guy. So then he's trying to promote his team and make some cash. So goes, hey, Czechoslovakia Olympic ice hockey team, you're in town for the Olympics. So why don't you come play the Butte Bombers, which was the name of the team. So he's, tells them, yeah, we'll pay you guys, whatever, it'll be fun. They show up. A couple of minutes into the third period, Evel Knievel gets ejected. Don't know what for, probably doing some jumping over a guy or something. Yeah, he's ejected. Czechoslovakia, after the game, wants their money. That was promised by Evel Knievel.
Oh, of course.
The receipts had been stolen. All the money was taken away.
Of course.
Evel Knievel doesn't answer. He must have been pissed about getting ejected. The U.S. Olympic Committee ends up paying the team expenses to the Czechoslovakia because they did not want an international incident.
Oh, my God.
So Evel Knievel just scams these guys out of money.
Love that.
And, yeah. And then the Olympic Committee has to step in and be like, Jesus Christ. You can't have that.
Insane.
What is that? He did end up trying out for a different hockey team. And, ended up, I guess, he was like, screw this, I actually suck at hockey. One more ridiculous thing before he starts jumping motorcycles. He started a big game ranch and hunting service. He says, you pay me the money, we don't get your desired animal, you get your money back.
Yep.
They start culling elk in Yellowstone in 1961. So Evel Knievel, in protest of this, he gathers 3,000 signatures, gets a 54-inch wide rack of elk antlers, and he hitchhikes from freaking Yellowstone, Montana, to Washington, D.C. He hitchhiked. Imagine seeing a freaking deer walking with the goddamn antlers. No, thank you.
Yeah.
Anyways, he presents his case to some representative, and they end up stopping the elk culling. I don't know why they were just murdering elks out there, but
weird.
People back in the day just hated animals.
Yeah.
And after that career stint, he kind of went into the Daredevil.
Okay, and then here's some of the highlights. Obviously, we were watching some whilst she was talking there on the YouTube thing. Kind of got famous from a Caesar's Palace jump, right? Kind of jumped over a bunch of fountains, crashed pretty crazy.
Oh, yeah.
One point, he did a steam-powered rocket launch over the canyon in Idaho.
Yeah, I've driven past that site.
Should have down nice. He jumped over 13 double-decker buses in London.
That's
Again,
impressive.
all these are basically crashes for the most part. His longest one was 14 Greyhound buses.
Wow.
So overall, they said he did over 75 ramp-to-ramp jumps and broke over 430 bones, which people believe is a world record.
That's more bones than you have.
They were broken multiple times.
I know.
I'm sure it was the same
That's a lot
bones
of bones.
broken multiple times. Yes.
On average, that's every bone.
Yes.
Wow. Just like Josh Allen's nose bones.
Exactly. Yeah, like it referenced it. So anyway, I think you can't talk about Daredevil and not mention him, the original kind of like super famous Daredevil. And again, not doing it with all these fancy, sophisticated, planning and all this kind of stuff. It was
he's just like, I'm gonna go jump it.
I'm gonna go jump it. I got a motorcycle that's not designed to do this.
No.
The
motorcycle is designed to drive kind of drive over. Back in the day, they were not.
No.
I think he rode Harleys. Was that his thing?
It looks like a Harley. I don't know for sure.
It's either Harley or like.
It's that type of bike though, regardless.
Yeah.
The next one, quick mention to the Flying Wallendas. They're the people that have the tight rope between the different locations.
Yeah, they came to Chicago. That was awesome.
Came to Chicago, did it between, yes.
The whole city was a buzz.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, that's a crazy thing. For those that are not seeing it, tight rope, going
He did
wrestling.
it blindfold.
Blindfold. And they've been doing this for generations. I think that's the crazy thing. right?
That
It's
their
not just
family
like
is just like
it's literally since like the 40s, or maybe even to 20s. I'm seeing stuff back to the 1928.
You got to let it go at some point. Like, what if one of your kids wants to go to college? You got to tell them that. You got to keep walking those.
I don't know, Steve. I don't know. So
it is impressive.
It is impressive. Obviously, you know,
you
some
got
of
to
them
do it without that bar.
Yeah,
I was listening to Neil deGrasse Tyson, and he said that he was explaining the physics behind it.
Yeah.
And he said, like, that bar makes it so easy. Not so easy.
Yeah, but easier.
But he said, like, significantly easier because your center of mass or gravity or your center of balance becomes, like, I don't know.
Crazy wide.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but obviously they've had family members die doing this, and that they still continue to do it. It's wild. It's their thing. So, shout out to them. You know, couldn't be me, but it's interesting that somebody else is doing it. So anyway, there's Chubstep. There's Daredevils. Any other quick things you had to mention, Steve?
Yeah, I got to tell people why.
Oh yeah, what's this fish smell thing?
Okay, so I'll do this quick. I made salmon, a tasty, delicious salmon.
Good.
Because I went to the doctor for the first time in 10 years. Your blood pressure is a little bit too high. That's ridiculous. So I'm like,
that's insane. That can't be true.
I started cooking this, descale it. I put all this stuff in. Garbage disposal. I'm like, fuck. Garbage disposal broken. I got fish all up in my, like, raw fish and scales up in my garbage disposal.
Oh, God.
So the guy comes, and I'm like, yeah, it just broke. I don't know. He goes in there, pulls out a Corona bottle cap. And I'm like, I haven't had Corona in like 2 months in here. What the hell's going on?
Yeah.
And I was just embarrassed. But anyways, it was like overnight, just raw fish up in.
Oh, God.
Yeah, so that sucked.
That's
so
a tough, yeah.
There's been some bleaching going on. You know, I learned a lot about this. Like, never judge a book by its cover. Never judge a garbage. If something doesn't work, don't assume it's because it's that thing's fault. Maybe it's this is wise words.
Something from months ago.
It could be not that fault. Okay.
All right.
So for those of you that stuck around to the very end, now you know.
Now you know. There you go. Good. That's good. Good. I think it lived up to the hype. Good. All right. New shows every week. Chubstep.podcast@gmail.com. If you want us to do a topic, email us and check us out on YouTube. We'll put it up there as well. The show has ended. Be gone.
Be gone.
Now you know you got to go.
Peace. This is Yasin.